I want to thank my buddy Larry O'Connor for coming in here at the last minute on Friday. We worked here from about 11 in the morning all the way up to the beginning of the show to try and get on the air, and we could not. A gentleman from Comcast who was working on a couple of houses down but using the same cable, apparently, cable box anyway, I don't understand the technology, damaged our connection. The connection I need to broadcast. Some of you put out very good ideas for other broadcasting possibilities, but they don't work. You can watch TV off of them and so forth and so on, but they don't have enough power to do what I do on the radio. Again, I'm no technological expert on this. I'm just telling you as it was explained to me. We were promised somebody would come out between 5 and 7 that night. They didn't come out. They said they knocked on the door. I was here. There was no knock on the door. Saturday, they sent a gentleman out who really did a good job to try and fix what one of his buddies, he didn't know him, wouldn't even give me his name, had done. Unfortunately, it was a cut and paste job because he didn't have what he needed. This morning, a couple of folks showed up and they replaced the entire cable from the street into the facility, through the garage, tested it. My guy came in, Randy, terrific guy, he's been working on this day and night for 3 days. Tested all the equipment in the studio and so forth. And then my man Rich, my executive producer, we worked with our engineer in New York and we got it all up and running, and here we are. Just so you know, I don't like missing days on radio. So that was our one case with Comcast, and I think that Comcast in the end came through. It was just very difficult. It's very difficult to try and find somebody and beg them to fix what they did. But in the end, it worked out, I think. Then we have another company by the name of Meta, Facebook, Instagram, and quietly, my publisher has attempted to do really something that's awful. Take the cover of my book and put it on Facebook and on Instagram. You know, pay for an ad. It was turned down. Then they said, all right, let's try and do it through a video. The video you see on Twitter and True Social and the other non-Facebook sites all over the place, except without the music. They said no. And in fact, they did more than that, which I'm not at liberty to say because the publisher wants to get along with Facebook. I understand that. And I'm not interested in making a big issue out of this. But I'm not going to deny to you what I already know. I said to a buddy of mine, if I told you who it was, you would know. I said, you know what, I'm not even going to talk about it. He said, no, you have to. I said, why? He said, Mark, you have a massive audience. They did this to you. And even though they appear to be backing off, they're blaming some bureaucratic thing and blaming your publisher and whatever. They crush conservatives all the time. I said, they do? I don't know if they crush conservatives all the time or if they'll crush conservatives going forward, but I don't know why it's so controversial to put on a social site and on Instagram the cover book, The Democrat Party Hates America, when you see the filth and the scum and the stuff that they put on Instagram and, yes, on Facebook. If somebody had written a book, The Republican Party Hates America, I guarantee you there'd be no issues. And so just like with Target, 5, 6, 7 weeks ago, they came up with some bureaucratic answer and somehow we magically reverse course. Facebook's doing the same thing. Somebody from their Washington office reached out. I don't know all the details and I don't really care. Not at this point. Talking about, take some time to get authorized to run any ads which are political in nature. I'm not running ads that are political in nature. This is a book. It's the cover of a book. It's on Amazon. It's on Walmart. It's on Twitter. It's on Truth Social. It's on my sites. It's on Barnes & Noble and Books A Million and everybody else who sells books. How controversial? What? Because I have the Democrat Party hates America? And now a couple more things, and then I'm going to move on. There's too much going on tonight. For those who think that I need to create controversy to hawk a book, you're out of your minds. I don't need to create anything. Period. These books are serious, they're substantive, they're scholarly. I don't need battles with Target and Facebook. Probably don't sell many books through either. In order to promote my books, I stand here and I speak about it on radio, TV, whatever. You see them here and there. There are authors on radio, authors on TV that may do this sort of thing. I don't do any of it. I have a weekly meeting with the publishers, people. They are fantastic to see what's going on. And this is what I was told. Now, as for capitalism, Facebook is free to do whatever it wants. They own Instagram. They are free to do whatever they want. They can ban all my ads. They can ban my name. It's up to them. But I'm free to exercise my right to speak in this country, which is what I'll do. I'm not against capitalism. I'm not against capitalism when people don't want to run my ads or run my show. But I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to fight back. That's called speech. And there's millions of you who ask me questions. Not millions of you, but of millions of you, some ask questions. Why aren't we on Facebook? I get that. I don't even follow Facebook. Mr. Producer, how long ago did I resign from Facebook? 2001, and I've never come back. Because I don't like this guy Zuckerberg. And I'm not coming back. These ads are paid for by the publisher. I didn't even know anything about it. I'm informed about it. It's like Target. I don't go into Target anymore. I didn't know anything about it. So I tweet and I tell people, and everyone goes, look at you, against capitalism. Usually it's the left-wing crackpots because they don't understand what capitalism is because they hate it. Most of them are on the dole in one form or another. I don't have the power to tell a company what to do. And I'm not telling a company what to do tonight. I'm telling you what they did. And it's up to you to do whatever you want. I'm not even leading a boycott of Facebook. What do I care? Doesn't help sales. People don't go, now I'm going to go out and buy Mark's book, The Democrat Party Hates America. That's not how you think. How they diminish your intelligence. That's not what we do here. And it's not what I'm going to do here. Yes, it takes time to get authorized to run any ads which are, quote-unquote, political in nature. And the publisher didn't have this authorization in place yet. Oh, okay. And we do this for Democrats, too? And how? I'm just curious. I'd love to send us all the information, me, on this. Not the technical information, just all the information. I'm sure when they wrote that horrific book against Rush Limbaugh, I'm sure they had to go through all the hoops, to get that thing published. Oh, yeah. I wasn't born yesterday. Facebook is a left-wing operation run by a left-wing punk who spent over $400 million in the last election cycle to get Democrats elected. And he did it in a very, very sleazy, undercover way. They have no safe quarter with me. None. None. I just want to inform the nation. I want to inform conservatives. I want to inform people what they're up against. We have no problem with these others. None. but now ads that are political in nature. Now, here's a little secret you need to know. Then I really want to move on. Here's a little secret you need to know. When I came up with the title of this book, The Democrat Party Hates America, I did it for a reason, 2 reasons mostly. One, why pussyfoot around? I am positing the argument that this is an evil party that seeks to destroy this country, and now they seek to put Donald Trump in prison for the rest of his life. They seek to destroy our electoral system. They seek to destroy the nature of the citizenry with open borders, destroy our economic system, destroy the Supreme Court. That's right. Destroy our voting system, blow out the pro-life movement, crush parents who dare to speak up against their teachers' unions, and on and on and on. Their fingerprints, their DNA are on everything that's problematic with this country. You know that already. But you don't know they've always been this way. And you may know some history about this party, but there's a lot more history about it you need to know. This is a totalitarian party, and it's pushing a generally Marxist ideology, an Americanized system. Language control. I mean, who the hell ever heard of you can't call a woman, or a guy can change in a woman's gym by saying they're transitioning? What kind of bull crap is this? This is what happens in totalitarian regimes. You're living through one right now. It's happening right now. The revolution's taking place. I'm right. Victor Davis Hanson is right. Newt Gingrich is right. And so are so many others. This is the way it works. And I'll keep fighting it. And I'll keep fighting it. When they tried to put Goya out of business, because the CEO of Goya's family started this magnificent company. Immigrants to the United States, I believe from Mexico. Nicest guy in the world. I met him. We helped lead the effort to purchase as many of their products as possible. Because they got the look. It was time to take them out. Mike Lindell. Whatever you think of his politics, it doesn't matter. Trying to destroy him and destroy his business. He can't even find sponsors to advertise his products. I said, we'll do it. Come here. We'll do it. And we do. I look for opportunities to defend liberty. I look for opportunities to defend people who defend liberty. That's what I do. They can all come after me. It won't make a dime's worth of difference. Period. But I'm not going to roll over and play dead. They're used to Republicans doing exactly that. They're used to the Republicans in Washington, D.C. and New York. They're used to the Mitch McConnells and the Rhinos. That's not what my parents raised. No way. No way. I don't need to hear the gobbledygook from Facebook. You want Facebook? Have Facebook. You want Instagram? Have Instagram. Have at it. I want nothing to do with either. And I don't need some phone call they want to have with me and Mr. Producer to explain things to us. I know full well what the hell's going on. It's up to them. I don't care. But this friend, again, who you would know, said, you got to say something. So I've said it.